buttercream, fast food, beef sausages, and heavy calorie food. Selected low-fat dairy products, lean meat, white meat, fish and chicken is better because it converts into energy faster than the red meat. Protein. Okay. Now, a lot of people tell me that we have lost weight during Puasa. I also do that. But the problem is, when we Puasa, we normally lie down and want to rest all the time. I told you initially that if you are exercising or doing workout, where your heart rate goes 60%, only then body releases certain hormone that will mobilize your fat deposits and make them into sugar. But if you rest or you are under exercising, those hormones are not released. But body needs that BMI, basal metabolic rate, BMR, to run the heart, run the brain, run the lungs. So where the energy will come? You are still Puasa and you are not exercising, so the fat is still there. You haven't eaten sugar or carbohydrates since morning, but your heart needs to work. It needs energy, your basal metabolic rate. Unfortunately, the muscle break down because body prioritize the muscle then, because that hormone is not there. So we break the muscle goes to the heart, convert it into sugar, brain function, lungs function, and other body organs function. And during rest in Puasa, we are like becoming weaker and weaker until we take the food. And at the end of, before Hari Raya, we say, see, I have lost 6 kilos. We have lost good, strong muscles. The fat layer is still there. So what happens in Hari Raya? Terus makan. Within 2 weeks we are saying, or even bigger. Because that body goes into depression and wants to store everything back into fat. You get a bigger layer. So never change your activity and lifestyle during Puasa. You can still exercise, walk, do, because a lot of fat will convert into sugar and give you still energy. And you try this Puasa in September this year. So what is one portion of protein is only 14 grams. It's a very small portion. Big one is it's a very small chicken tikka. Alright, small leg, steak, chicken steak, which I would prefer. Fish steak, and again fish, and 2 eggs, maybe a glass of milk also. And that's something which will help you to have a portion of protein. You can choose between it to make a diet which is about 12 to 15% of daily protein intake. Ten grams of protein, cheese, milk, 1 glass, right? Baked beans and nuts. Now, these are made up of amino acids. These are the smallest thing. Like I told you, carbohydrate is sugar. Proteins, amino acid. You buy, a lot of people go to the gym, they want to buy these power mass and so many other products. They are all amino acid. Why they buy these amino acid is because this is the smallest particle of protein and it converts into, if muscle needs it and you have broken down your muscle through exercise, the amino acid is the one which goes and repair it. And amino acid will help you to build up your body. But it will not do if you keep eating amino acid and you are not exercising. It will go in and out. That's it. So you need to create a demand or a deficit to have that. And some of the amino acid cannot be synthesized in the body, are not present in the vegetarian diet. So red meat or lean meat is required, because, or you have to supplement it. You have to eat it through some tablets and others. Vegetable grains are low-grade amino acids, so that's why we have to supplement it with some red meat for humans. But for carnivore, no. You see, when a baby is born, when a small baby about a few days old or a few weeks old, when they drink milk and they vomit curd, right? They vomit curd. A child of 6 years or more than 2 years, if they vomit, they will vomit milk. They will never vomit curd. Why? Because the young baby have a special enzyme in their mouth. So the moment milk goes in the mouth, it turns into curd and it goes into the stomach. And there it converts into energy instantly. That's why they grow faster. But by 2 years, that renin, that enzyme, renin, it stops naturally. The same thing, our body is different from the cow. We cannot utilize by eating grass and take those amino acids to build up the body. We need some extra. And one logic is we are given the canines. You see, the cow is not born with the canine. Only lion is born with the canine. So we are born with both type of incisors and canines. This means we are grass eaters and we are meat eaters. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us both, to eat both. If He meant us to eat only vegetables, He would have given only canine, incisors. But we have tearing teeth, the canine, the long one. And it's only present in lions and others, they really tear meat. So we have to eat both proteins. Using as a building block for the muscles, for the growing baby, essential for growth, repair and maintenance as you get damage, trauma, whatever. Hemoglobin is the most important for your blood count and for carrying oxygen. Hemoglobin, or the red blood cell, the red part of the blood, is responsible to bring oxygen from your lung to the muscle. And that is why we have to keep checking, especially women, because of their cycle, they lose blood. So they have to be properly monitored and they should have a proper protein intake to maintain their hemoglobin at a certain level. Because if this goes down, the overall performance of an athlete goes down. You cannot deliver oxygen to the muscle properly. And that's why you will fatigue out first. So, you also have energy. These are statistics, you can get it later. So, for a 20-year-old, 70 kilograms requires only 56 grams, which is not big, 6 ounces, half a liter of milk. 12 ounces is about half a liter of milk, 2 glasses. So we only need 1 glass or more of milk per day, and that's enough for our protein requirement per day. But whereas we eat protein in the morning, afternoon, night. Anytime I see daging, I want to eat. Okay, that's all about those small portion. Now, this is the most important bit that one should remember as a physical educator or a person who will be looking after children. 60% of our body is water. Okay? 95% of the muscle is water. These Egyptian pharaohs were huge people, but when the mummies were found, they were just skin and bone because the water evaporated. So we are like a fish. 60% of the total body weight is water, and 95% of the muscle mass is water. If 2% water is lost, you lose 20% of your performance. When we drink water, it takes water from the mouth to the muscle 1 hour. When you are not exercising. If you are exercising, it may take more than 1.5 or 2 hours to reach your muscle. And sometimes if you are exercising vigorously, it may never be absorbed at all. So drinking water during the game is a good habit, but it will not prevent you from fatiguing. Now, how to know how much to drink is, as I said, weigh yourself before you start physical activity. Do your activity, change into new clothes, and weigh yourself again to see how much water you have lost. Then you would know this is the water I must drink. Satu